I can remember when you got the gig. I can remember thinking, "Wow, that's heavy to get that." Not like obviously a great gig, but just in terms of like, you need to do a great job.
Yeah,
you know, you need to do a really fantastic job.
You realise that the spotlight is on.
Yeah.
You know, and there's an expectancy there, which I was used to the spotlight being on, and I was used to kind of doing, Hyde Park with Annie or something like that, or doing the TV show, Good Morning USA or something like that, and kind of doing those things, but not in the same way, not with the same focus.
Yeah.
So that was a different feeling, and there's the hardcore fan thing.
Yeah.
There's that thing of being accepted, not by necessarily the bass playing community, but the Jamiroquai fan base.
Yeah. Which is ginormous. And very passionate. And you kind of, I just kind of thought the only way I'm going to win them over is to win them over. Yeah.
In performances.
Making it feel good.
So that's kind of, and I kind of think, I like to think that did happen, but, I know that there was animosity. Initially, from fan,
Did you feel like there would be when you went into it? Was it kind of like, did you think, I know that some people would be like, oh, I'm not sure, or was it a surprise?
I think parts of it were a surprise.
Yeah, you're like, wow, these guys are really passionate about this stuff.
I'll tell you what did happen. I remember on the very first run of gigs, which was in 2005, around about May 2005. So we'd done some things like in Japan. We'd done a couple of big kind of TV gigs, and we'd done a couple of things for broadcast in studios from Olympia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we went and did some big festivals, and we did a thing in Croatia, and we did this at Roman Amphitheatre, and the floor is little stones, little pebbles.
Oh yeah.
And I remember walking out, and for the first half an hour, I was getting pelted by little stones.
Really? That's evil, isn't it? That's evil.
So, and I'm kind of, there's two, no, I wouldn't say there's two sides to me, like trying to sound like kind of schizophrenic, but I like to think of myself, and I don't really want to fall out with anybody, but there is a side of me that will only take so much.
Pick up and start throwing them back. Yeah.
And so I was kind of like, it kind of made me feel like, okay then. If I see anybody who's going to do that, I'm going to be down there.
Yeah.
And they're going to be eating those stuff. I'm not always like that. But
I know it's totally human to be like that.
At the end of the day.
You're from Sunderland, mate. Yeah.
But there was those kinds of moments. But I still like to think at the end of the gig, I remember it still kind of went great. And when the introduction happened, it was all still.
Yeah.
So I think you just kind of got to battle through. It's character building. Yeah. It was character building.
And when did you feel like it was your gig like this? Yeah, I've got my... Yeah, I'm in there,
Well, Jay kind of made me feel like it was my gig, and as the rest of the lads did. And I still kind of just remember thinking, this is great, I've made the tour.
Yeah.
I'm doing the tour.
And how many tours did you do with them?
Well, we've got a new album coming out in October, so it's still
going.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, that one started, so it was like March 2005 when I joined. So it's like 11 years ago, and we did I came straight in for the Dynamite tour, and that was quite a long tour. So it was like 2 years, broken up.
Wow, yeah.
And then he took quite a bit of time out, which I managed to do an Annie Lennox tour in the States, which slotted out in really nicely. And then we did the recording for the Greatest Hits, which I remember then thinking that's another moment, I'm still here for the recordings. That's when we recorded "Runaway" and a tune called "Radio," which was
Runaway's it's one of the
High Times, the Greatest Hits album.
Yeah. Runaway's one of the coolest bass lines out of the Jamiroquai, back catalogue, isn't it?
What was nice was, Jay pretty much had that line.
Yeah.
And then he just said, and he wanted this kind of rhythm for the chorus, like. Dun, 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 dun. He wanted that for the chorus, and just do some kind of cheeky kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I remember doing one pass of the line, and I kind of tried to embellish it as it went on. He just went, no, just kind of the same, almost like a loop. The same all the way through. So
it is kind of loopy, isn't it?
And the chorus being the only time that it kind of strayed from that.
Yeah.